So, first of all, what happened between you and a fan there as you were leaving the floor?
Hold on one second. No, what happened?
First of all, what happened there as you were leaving the floor with that incident with the fan?
I don't know, bro. Unfortunately, I was leaving out, and then I just seen popcorn on top of my head, and to be blatantly honest, man, this shit is getting out of hand, especially for me. Um, just the amount of disrespect, the amount of just fans just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. It's out of pocket. It's out of pocket. Seriously, like any other setting, I'm all for the fans enjoying the game and having fun. And, it's part of sports. I get it. But there's certain things that cross the line. And any other setting, I know for a fact that fans they want to come up. The guy went on the street and pour popcorn on my head. You know what happened? The guy want to come up to me, talking about my kids, family on the street, because the response will be different. In these arenas, you got to start protecting the players, man. We'll see what the NBA does, but there's a huge consequence for us as players, and at least for me, I've been in a lot of incidents where fans they say whatever, and the consequences for me are a lot more detrimental than to those people in the stands because they feel like they're untouchable. They can say what they want. They're at a sporting event where they should enjoy the game. Um, but a lot of times fans don't realize this is our job. This is my job. This is not some play. This is something I love to do. This is something I love competing at. So to get food thrown on top of me, it's just bullshit, really. And if fortunately, I couldn't get to the stands, but I just don't take that lightly, man. I don't, to me, it happens to me a lot of times, and obviously I've learned to kind of look the other way, but after a certain extent, you can't just keep looking the other way. There has to be some penalties or something to put in place where fans can't just come to the games and do and say as they please because they wouldn't do that shit anywhere else, any other setting, and I'm sick and tired of it, honestly.
And you were leaving due to an injury. What can you tell us about how you feel and what you heard?
I mean, we'll see. Fortunately, I twisted my ankle twice in a short amount of time. So, we'll see what happens. Get some treatment and hopefully be better.
Fred.
Hey, Russ. It's not the first time I've heard you mention that the NBA has to protect the players more. I'm just curious. I don't know if you've given it thought beyond just, obviously ejecting and banning fans who do stuff like that. But what do you think the NBA can do in situations like that in order to make the players safer?
I'm not sure. I don't make the rules, nor do I put them in place. So I'm not sure, but the rules should be put in place where fans come to the game. They know the consequences of what could happen if they are doing certain things or saying certain things that can be, um, disrespectful. Or like tonight, just playing out of pocket. There's got to be consequences for it. So hopefully the league does whatever it is that they're supposed to do. But I've been in many incidents where it not always get taken care of. So we'll see. If not, it could continue to happen until somebody do something or something changes. We'll see.
Ava.
Russ, you guys have been really good all year in the second half at coming back and out of tough situations and everything. With a team as physical as Philadelphia, do first halves or do how you guys start the game, especially on defense, almost matter more, or does it not matter any different?
I mean, it matters. The start of the game is important. We gave up 35 points in the first quarter. Teams like this, especially at home, they're really good at home, and you got to make sure you are ready to go. It's tough to beat a team that 6%, start the game and halftime. So, it's a series, playoff series, not the first time. Being down 2-0, they did what they're supposed to do. They took care of home court. Now we get a chance to go back in front of our fans and, take one game at a time. And, that's all we can do.
Matt Paris.
Hey, Russ. LeBron tweeted about the popcorn incident. He said, "By the way, we as players want to see who threw that popcorn on Russ while he was leaving the game tonight with an injury. There's cameras all over the arenas, so there's no excuse. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, I just kind of want, and hashtag protect our players. Just kind of wondering what your reaction was to that."
Yeah, I mean, it's what I just said. I mean, I think as players, and obviously Brian kind of understands, like as players, you gotta be protected somehow. Somehow the protection has to come somewhere. And like I said, any other setting, the fans, they wouldn't do nothing like that. Any other setting that's not protecting them from myself going into the stands, or there's nothing that stopped me from getting to that person, that this wouldn't happen. So the protection of the players is very important. I've been emphasizing this since I've been in the league, because for me, I just get a different reaction, obviously, from the crowd for whatever apparent reason. So I really take this very, very personal. And like I said, I'm tired of the same thing. And to me, I don't really see nothing changing. It just gets worse. So.
Right. And you guys went months without playing without any fans. So how jarring is it to that to happen when you're not used to even just a loud crowd or anything like that?
For me, it always happens to me. Something always just what it is for me, how it goes, unfortunately. But like I said, we'll see what happens. Obviously, nobody can find a fan, but like Ron said, there's a lot of cameras, a lot of we can find them. If they want to find them, they'll find them.
Thank you.
Last question of DA.
Hey, Russ, I think the fan was ejected. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they said he was ejected from the game.
He ran out. They didn't get ejected. They ran. They couldn't find him.
Okay. All right. Had you ever had any problems in Philly before specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I had problems here before. Fan flicked me off early in maybe a couple years ago here. But I don't know, like I said, as players, and obviously if you're a good player and people want to bash you for whatever reason that is, I don't mind it. I don't mind the trash talk of, whether it's Westbrook sucks, Westbrook we can't shoot, Westbrook we can't do that. That's all great. Across the line, you start mentioning families, you start mentioning derogatory things, you start to pour popcorn and all that type of shit. Like, to me, it's crossing the line, and that's where it has to stop. Like, the sports and everybody loves the sport and screaming, and that's all great. Keep the sports. I'm okay with that. Off that line, and now I have to protect my well-being, protect my family, protect the things that I work for. So, but at the same time, I got to be smart, and that's where the protections come in, because I can't go into the stands and because obviously now I will be the one, consequences. So protection has to be at a higher rate, especially with fans coming back into the arena. Whether the security they hire, whether it's the security when you walk in the tunnel, because at some point, as we've seen in years past, at some point, a player, things may happen. You're trying to prevent that, especially in the future.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Russ.